Blessings, blessings, everyone. I hope everyone is doing good. Let me share. Blessings, everyone. Hi, Alex. Hope you're doing well. Blessings, everyone. Hope everyone is doing awesome, splendidly well, and hope everyone can hear me very clearly. So, this post is on initiation into the 21 divisions. I took a poll on our group, Sensei Initiation and the 21 divisions, La 21 División, to see what people wanted to discuss live. Hi, Kay. Happy Sunday. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing awesome. I hope everyone can hear me super clearly. Let me know if you cannot hear me, or let me know if you can hear me super clear. So, today I want to discuss initiation in the 21 divisions. Like I said, I posted it as a poll in the topic. Thank you. We posted it as a poll as the topic for the next live in my group, Sensei Initiation y la 21 División. And a lot of people came back with that this is what they wanted to hear about, very understandably. And before I go into that, go ahead and share this, share if you dare, like, comment, share. I love to hear from you guys. And also, as always, we're on many different platforms, so you can check me out on Instagram, TikTok, Hungan Hector, Papa Hector Salva. And if you'd like to donate to these lives, as many other people already have, you can do so via Cash App, $ Hector Salva, or via PayPal, help@mysticalwork.com. So today I want to discuss initiation in the 21 divisions, okay? And I want to kind of blow away some misconceptions and some things that are going on that are improperly done. So, first and foremost, initiation into any tradition, whether that's Santeria, whether that's 21 divisions, whether that's Haitian Vodou, whether that's any initiation, initiations cannot be done over the phone. Maybe one day the mysteries will make it so that you can initiate people over the phone. As of today, since I've been around in these things since 1989, initiation cannot be done over the phone. I've had a lot of people who have contacted me, who have told me that they were initiated by someone. And when we discuss their initiation, I'm told that they were initiated over the phone. You cannot be initiated on the phone. It can't be done. Initiation is a ceremony. Hi, Sestoro. Hope you're doing well, hermano. Bendiciones. Initiation is something that has to be done in person. Hi, Victoria. How you doing? Okay, it's a ceremony. It's a ritual. It has to be done in person. God bless you too, darling. It has to be done in person. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Initiation cannot be done over a phone. Initiation is a ceremony, and it has to be done in person because there's lots of things that have to be done to your head and to your body before you can be initiated, or throughout the process of initiation. So you cannot do initiations over the phone. So if you're new to this and someone has told you got initiated and they did something for you over the phone, they did not initiate you. Okay? So I want to clarify that really quickly because it's something that I've been seeing coming up over and over and over again. I know everyone's used to Amazon. I know everyone's used to convenience, right? And the world is becoming more and more convenient. However, initiation is not about convenience, it's about sacrifice. So, initiation is almost never convenient. I know, right, Angelica? It is funny. People tell me that people have initiated them over the phone. It just cannot be done, okay? In fact, in certain initiations, like in Haitian Vodou, that has to be done in Haiti. Certain initiations have to be done in Haiti. So now let's discuss the initiation into the 21 divisions. Again, this applies across the board. So whether it's 21 divisions, whether it's Santeria, whether it's Palo Mayombe, whether it's whatever tradition it is that you're practicing, this applies across the board, okay? The second thing, what applies across the board, is that you don't go somewhere and you become initiated like that. There's a process of preparation, okay? There's a process of preparation for the initiate to be, for the person that's going to be initiated. There's also a process that your godparent, your future godparent, has to do from their end before you get initiated. And that takes days, sometimes weeks to do, depending on how prepared you are and where you're at. So initiation doesn't just happen just like that. Now, there are certain ceremonies, especially the first level initiations, that can be done relatively quickly with little preparation. But all other initiations undergo a process, which means if you go somewhere and you get a consultation, and on that first consultation, they're like, yeah, you're meant to be initiated, let's initiate you. You should probably go ahead and, unless you went there for that purpose, meaning you know you're supposed to get initiated and you went there to check on that specific case. If you're someone who went there for a job, you went there to get a man back, you went there for money, you went there for this or that, there's no reason in many of those cases that initiation should be the solution, unless initiation is the cause, or lack of initiation is the cause of you having those problems. Most of those situations are taken care of with treatments, magical work, spiritual work, and other ways. So now, the process of initiation within the 21 divisions, okay, generally follows pretty much a format, okay? So, yes, if you're not from the cultures, it's not uncommon to get initiated later on in life versus a younger age. However, if you did grow up in the cultures, especially in the Dominican culture, it's very common for you to be initiated at a young age. Many people ask me, why do they see, oh, I forgot I have this light here so you could see me better. Many people ask me, why is it that in 21 divisions there's many young brujos and brujas? Why there is many young brujos and brujas, right? And the reason is because in our culture, it's common that when people show signs that they need to be initiated, they are initiated. So it's not uncommon to find very young brujos and brujas. However, if you do not come from this background or this culture, but you are called to be initiated, it might happen for you later on in life because you weren't exposed. The opportunity didn't exist. A lot of times your family didn't even know what was wrong with you or what was going on with you. Something that my goddaughter, Mambo Sandy, often says, and it's very, very true. It's a hard fact. It's a fact a lot of people don't want to hear. However, she's always spitting out them facts. which is one thing that I love about her. And this is very true. If you are initiated later on in your life, okay, you have to have a certain reasonable expectation as to how far or how much you're going to be able to learn and to do. When you're initiated, I really need to shave though. When you're initiated later on in life, okay, it's just like if you were 50 and you started kindergarten. You never went to school, but you started kindergarten at 50 years old. If someone started kindergarten when they were 10, by the time they're 20, they're going to be more advanced than you. They're going to be 10 years into schooling. Whereas if you're 50, just getting started in kindergarten, by the time you're 60, you'll have just gotten to where they are at. Okay? So, there's a very mistaken, is the best word, mistaken belief, right? That an advanced person or a good person, okay, is all old and gnarly and they're like all grayed out. And a lot of people use that as their excuse, like, oh, she's old, she's been doing this for a long time because she's old and so she must know what she's doing. Age, your physical age, does not correspond to your spiritual age. When I was a child, I used to have, hi Selma, I'm gonna let you in if you have a question here. Okay, I don't know if this or not, but if you have a question and you want to come on the live with me, just send me a request to come on the live or ask your question down in the comments. Okay, we're more than happy to have you come in here, ask any questions. So if you want to come on here, ask a question, it doesn't have to be about initiation. It could be anything. Hi, Mambo J, blessings. It could be about anything. Just send me the ad request, and we're gonna answer your question. And we're gonna get you taken care of as best as we can. Or ask your question down in the comments below. I'll be more than happy to answer them. You'll be able to learn more than just the intro, Angelica. You're with us. So if you've come into initiation later on in life, there may be certain things you may not reach or achieve before you end up kind of old, right? And I will. Okay, you do not need to be Dominican to practice 21 divisions. That's a false belief. The misterios choose who they want. Okay, it's the misterios who choose, and the misterios are not worried about your race. They don't give a damn. Okay, on that subject, before I continue into initiation, misterios, okay, are the mysteries of God. They do not have a race. They do not have a country. They do not have a nationality. Okay, they are spirits or forces, mysteries that rule over the entire globe. Okay, the force of the sea, let's say La Sirena or Yemaya, is not exclusive to Dominicans. It's not exclusive to Puerto Ricans or Dominicans or to Haitians. The manner in which we serve that spirit, okay, is specific to us. However, the spirit itself does not belong to any one race or culture, nationality, so on and so forth. Okay? God does not have a country. God belongs to all. There's one God, and it's the God of all. It's not the God of these people or just those people or these people. If you have a God that belongs just to these people or just to those people, it's not a very big God. It's a little God. It's a little spirit, right? There are certain spirits that do pertain to people with certain bloodlines. That's in their ancestry, okay? But those spirits are not universal spirits. But when we're talking about a spirit like Baron, the spirit of death, Ba Wong, that's universal. Death is universal. Everybody deals with it. Everybody goes through it. In fact, last night I just went to a vigil, a candle vigil, for my brother-in-law who recently passed away, right? He wasn't Dominican, okay? And death still hit him, right? So death, these universal primordial forces, okay, do not belong to one little area. There are spirits, however, there are mysteries and loi that do belong to specific peoples, cultures, and areas. However, the primordial spirits, the essential mysteries of life, death, and beyond, do not belong to any one culture. So, someone asked me to speak a bit about Sensei initiation too. What I want you to take into account is that Sensei is a special blend between 21 divisions and Puerto Rican Espiritismo. Okay? So a lot of the things that I'm saying for 21 divisions applies to Sensei as far as there's a process. It doesn't, you don't get initiated at a drop of a dime. There's preparation. Normally within the 21 divisions and in Sensei, you go through initiation successively. Okay? That means one after the other. That means you start on step one, then you move to step two, then you move to step three, then you move to step four. Hi, Aida. Good afternoon. Hope you're doing well. So in both Sensei and 21 divisions, initiations are done successively. Now, there are situations in which one or two steps may be skipped, right? So I'll give you an example. You can go through step one, skip step two, and then have step three done. And the reason for that is because step two will end up covered in step three. Hi, Tanya, darling. I love the nun look. Looking so St. Clair. Doing that St. Clair thing, you pure one. And so initiations are done successively, okay? Now, there are cases where maybe the second initiation isn't needed, or maybe the fourth initiation isn't needed, right? Oh, hi, Chaz. Thank you for coming in here with me. I appreciate you. Where certain steps may not be needed. However, for most people, okay, it is a step-by-step process in which one goes through one step, then another, then another, then another, okay? And this is true both in Sensei and 21 divisions. And for a long time, at least the way I was taught, it was also true in Haiti, okay? So the process of initiation, whether it's Sensei or 21 divisions, it's going to be a process in which you're slowly developing and growing, you're progressing consistently and fluidly, and you're learning. That's very important. Me personally, I'm not going to initiate you to a point in which this is the initiation, but you don't know how to cover that. Okay? If you don't know how to cover that, right, you're still responsible. A lot of people do not ask about what are the responsibilities after I get initiated. And there are responsibilities. What are my obligations? There are obligations, right? There are responsibilities. For those of you, maybe you're a Hungan or Mambo and you were never told this. Maybe you were initiated and you were never told this. But I'm going to tell you, I'm going to drop it for you, and I'm going to let you know because I want you guys to do well for yourself, okay? If you're initiated as a priest, a Hungan, a Mambo, or this, or that, okay? At least, okay, one ceremony you have to give to your spirits per year. That's at minimum. If you are initiated at one of those levels and you're wondering why things walking slow for you, maybe the spirit doesn't respond, okay, maybe it doesn't work the way you think it should, okay, then look at, have you done that ceremony that you owe? Whether or not they told you when you got initiated. Initiates have to provide a yearly ceremony for their loi. It could be for one loi, it could be for all their loi, but that's the responsibility of their initiates, of the initiates. Okay? And again, that's really if you're at one of those higher levels. So I want to let you know, okay, that's how things are done. And typically, the way that it's done is if you don't know how to do the ceremony because you're not there yet, hey, it takes time. This shit takes time, baby. It takes time to learn it. You go to the house where you were initiated, and your mambo, your hungan, they conduct the ceremony with you and for you as they're showing you how to do it. Maybe you might be a person who never intends to throw those types of ceremonies. So love you. So you will basically always go to your godparent and have them take care of you. And that's good. All right. Thank you, Chaz and Mambo Jay, for sharing and tagging people. And these are the best eyes. I'm telling you, Laura, we got the good stuff. And how many, and then Zelma asked, how many are the essential mysteries of the universe? Of the universe, I would say that there's probably at least, I've never really counted, but there's over 400 mysteries that are essential because the universe is very large. Okay? The universe is very large. It's very huge. Now, you don't need to know all of that. Okay? So don't let people BS you. Hey, baby, how you doing, Takasha? Can't wait to see you. All right? You don't have to know everything. You don't have to know everything to be good at something. Don't let nobody fool you into that. Okay? But there are certain things that you need to know as an initiate. Oh, you're most welcome, Kay. There are certain things that you need to know as an initiate. And that's like, what is it that I'm going to be responsible for? Hi, Sansista, Audie, love you. Right? What am I going to be responsible? What are the spirits going to be looking at me for? You will be responsible to take care of an altar. I've met people who have been initiated as mambos and then somewhere. And then they came to me and they're like, yeah, I don't keep an altar. Why would I keep an altar? I don't want to keep an altar. Blah, 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 blah. Well, why did you get initiated, baby? Don't take on what you don't want to take on. These things are lifetime commitments. And baby, you don't want them. I'm telling you, I tell people all the time, run, bitch, run. Okay? Because it's hard work. And the loi don't always make it simple on the horses. Okay? The loi don't make it simple. If you're a horse, or even you're a priest, the loi is going to make you pagar, tu vas pagar. You're going to pay for what you got. Okay? But if you're an initiate, it's expected of you by your loi. That's what you made the commitment to. I'm going to take care of you. You're going to take care of me. One hand is going to wash the other hand. Okay? And you can't just be like, oh, I'm not going to do that. I'm not going to do that because your life going to be messed up. And let me tell you, it ain't no joke. Okay. Oh, thank you, Rob. Thank you. Thank you for being here with us. Okay. Yes, absolutely. You know, Mambo J, I tell my god kids, and my god kids used to laugh at me, but most often, Hungans and Mambos rise with the sun and set with the sun. That means we get up. When that sun comes out, we get up. Sometimes there's certain things you have to do when that sun is coming right up and out. Okay? And there are certain things that you need to do when that sun is setting. And you need to dream. If you're a worker for somebody, I'm telling you this. If you're here and you're a worker for somebody, let me tell you. I'm going to tell you something my mambo told me. Okay? Is tomorrow you'll be dead and everybody's going to find somebody else to help them. A lot of spiritual workers get themselves over exhausted and over drained out because they're worried about the clients, about everybody, about helping everybody. You need to get your sleep, baby. If you're a spiritual worker, you help people, you do any of this work, you need to get your sleep because you also need to dream. You need to dream so that that communication that you have with your Loi can come through because there's certain things that your Loi is going to tell you in your dream. And it's not going to come to you any other way but in your dream. So making sure, when I lived in Haiti, when the sun went down, shortly after, we would only be up for like an hour or two before we went down and we would sleep. Okay. And when the sun came up at 5, 6 in the morning, we was up. Okay. And so a lot of initiates, you know, they don't have this freedom to sleep in. If we get to sleep in once in a while, we're like, ooh, wow. Okay. So in the process of initiation in the 21 divisions or in Sensei, either one, you're going to go through a process where you're going to go through step by step. Each one is going to be growing more and more. In that first step, whether it's 21 divisions or Sensei, either one, okay, that first level initiation that you undergo, that's going to get you that strength of connection. It's going to give you clarity. It's going to awaken any of your spirits. It's going to lift them up. It's going to elevate them. It's going to strengthen your connection, and it's going to strengthen your connection to your main spirits, right? It's going to lift them up. It's going to elevate them. It's going to strengthen them. It's going to clear that channel. In many ways, we give you protections to protect you against any and all negativity during that initiation. Then when you go from first level initiation to the next initiation, that's where things change between the two traditions. In Sensei, there's certain initiations that are going to happen for you that have to do with the espiritismo end of things, the spirit guides. Before you get the next major initiation, there's smaller initiations you will undergo. Okay. And during this time, you're going to be being trained and learning. You're learning because if you're meant to take that next level initiation in Sensei, which we call the Bautizo in Sensei, okay, then you need to be ready for it before you get it, right? It's the same thing. They don't give you the diploma, they don't give you the medical certificate before you have the training to be a doctor. They give you the medical certificate once you have a strong foundation that you can start a basic doctoring. Then you get your medical certificate. Then they teach you more about doctoring. I'm always comparing spiritual workers to doctors and to the medical profession because we are. We are doctors. We're doctors of the spirit. We're doctors of the soul. Okay? What we can do, no other doctor can do for you. What we can do, you can't go to any church and get done. What we can do, no priest will do for you. Okay? Which is why something that has lacked in this culture, which really needs to get resolved for a lot of people, okay, is why you need to respect the priest, respect the brujo. Be a little scared of them, actually. Not too much, but I was taught that a little fear is healthy. It keeps you sane, safe, and alive, right? A little bit of fear. If you're in the woods and you got that fear because the bear is around the corner, that fear is going to be keeping you alive. Because these lois, when you go somewhere and they really serve, and they serve those lois, okay, those lois in a minute. Those lois will fix you up in a minute. And what you don't even think is like an offense, they can take it offensively. There's certain things. I mean, you got to use common sense, right? Stay with common sense. Absolutely, Frisco, right? Rational fear is life preserving. Absolutely, 100%. Hi, Azure. Happy Sunday. So, a little bit of fear is life saving, right? It's life preserving. And, you know, these lois, okay, they can be very quick to get upset. And it's quick, but it's not quick. To me, anytime I have seen a loi upset, it has been justified. Always. I've never seen unjustifiedness. Okay? I've always seen it where it's been justified. But these spirits are like the law. Okay? The cop doesn't care that you don't know that it's against the law not to wear a seatbelt. You still get in trouble, even if you don't know that you're supposed to wear a seatbelt. That's the same thing with the spirits. With the spirits, you will still have problems if you're at this level and this is what's expected of you and you can't fulfill it. Or you don't know. Because when you're here, you've taken that obligation to know what it means to be here. Okay? Whether you know, whether they told you, whether they didn't tell you, it's not the law's concern. Okay? The law doesn't concern itself like that. When you pick up that son, you pick up that cha-cha, you pick up that jaro divisional, you're saying, I know. Whether you know or not, it doesn't matter because that's what your actions are saying. And actions speak louder than words. Right? So initiation follows the process. So in Sensei, you're going to go through first level initiation. Then there's smaller initiations that'll happen on the espiritismo level. And then you'll go to what we call second level initiation, which is the bautizo of Sensei. It's different than the bautizo in the 21 divisions. Okay? When you go through that bautizo in Sensei, you're going to be prepared and ready and able to do a lot of things that maybe you previously couldn't do. And if you're called to, eventually you will get to what we call third level initiation. Very few people reach third level initiation in Sensei. In some houses, they don't have it. In many houses, what they call third level is actually second level initiation. Okay? Third level initiation takes 21 to 29 days. You ain't never heard of that, huh? 21 to 29 days of ceremony. And these ceremonies are going on. Constant. 21 to 29 days. of ceremony in Sensei. A third level initiation. Most people don't reach that initiation. It's not needed or necessary for most people, and many people are not called to it. Now, in 21 divisions, you're going to go through first level initiation known as refresco de cabeza. Then you go through aplazamiento, which is the second level initiation. If you go through the second level initiation, it's because you're mounting spirits and they're a little too what we call lobo. Lobo means wild. They're untrained, right? They're too gray, right? And then if you're meant to, you'll receive third level initiation, which is known as the bautizo in 21 divisions to be a brujo. Now, if you are a person who does not mount in the 21 divisions, there's a different type of initiation that's done for you if you're meant to work what we call a vista clara, clear-sighted without mounting, but you're meant to work for other people as a brujo or a bruja, right? But that's the process of initiation in Sensei versus the process in 21 divisions, right? Throughout these processes in both traditions, very often you're going to receive what we call puntos espirituales. These puntos are special ceremonies in which you are connected to various spirits where you need that spirit into your life. You need that force, that energy to balance things out, or you may need that spirit for some other purpose. Okay? You can receive puntos without receiving initiations. So that's another thing. Another thing that I want to make you aware of is that I know from growing up, etc., there are 21 divisions lineages that they don't initiate people that way. Instead, they initiate people by making them receive 7, 9, 17, or 21 different puntos. And as you receive all your puntos, it basically does the same thing. There's many ways to skin a cat. So, and one thing that many people don't realize is these traditions do have regional differences. It's not always all the same across the board, right? That's the difference between oral traditions, shamanic traditions, which tend to be more regional, than basically religions, right? So these are some points about initiation. When you're going to receive an initiation, okay, initiation usually takes a process of some days, depending where you go. In the 21 divisions or in Sensei, that process can take 2 days, 3 days, 5 days, 7 days, 9 days, depending on the initiation and where you go. Okay? In those first level initiations, yep, in those first level initiations are usually 2 to 3 days. In those other initiations, anywhere between 5 to 9 days. And it's very true, something Frisco James mentioned. People often will think they know of one way and they'll think that any other way is wrong. That's not how these things work. That's not how these things work. There's many ways. And however, okay, someone who knows recognizes the essence of things and is able to be like, that is wrong because it's incorrect according to essence. If it's correct, no matter where you go, you can recognize it. that it's correct. It might be done differently. It can be done differently, but the essence remains the same, right? That's why I can go to different places. I know a place where what they do is 17 puntos. In order to be initiated in that house, in order to be considered baptized, you need to receive 17 puntos. Okay? When I go there, I meet them, I'm friends with them, etc. I can see, yes, the puntos are being done properly. Yes, the puntos are the right ones. Yes, they're being done in their way. However, these people are in fact initiated. Okay? An eye out for. Don't rush to get initiated. There's no rush. There's no need to run. Okay? Take your time. A lot of people, okay? A lot of people they want to get initiated tomorrow thinking that initiation is going to fix everything, do everything, that. That's not true. In fact, in many ways, when you're dealing with certain problems and you get initiated, initiation can make things worse. I get reports of it all the time. I got initiated and my life is worse. And, things are bad and I can't read. They're more stuck than ever, right? That's because that person wasn't properly prepared. They weren't properly prepared for initiation. Certain things haven't been done that should have been done before that initiation. So initiation can make things worse, especially if you're not properly prepared. Okay? So to me, there's no reason why you need to rush. Okay? Why you need to rush to be initiated. Okay? Is there anything to Yeah. So if you're initiated in more than one tradition, you do want to be aware that if the traditions are related enough, very often they can be taken care of across the board. So if you're initiated, let's say in Sensei and 21 divisions or 21 divisions, Haitian Vodou, Sensei and Haitian Vodou, a lot of the spirits remain the same. It's about learning how to properly make sure you take care of the obligations. And someone mentioned initiation will bring what you need to address to the surface. And that's true. It will bring what you need to address to the surface. However, there are ways to deal with those problems prior to getting initiated so that they don't become basically a hotfuckingmess.com is the best way to put it. So that they don't become a hot mess in something that now you really get stuck with trying to resolve that becomes really difficult to resolve if you're able to resolve it at all. Okay? There's many things that can be fixed and resolved prior to initiation and need to be fixed or resolved. Initiation can actually make the problem more rooted, can make the problem stronger and more rooted and harder to resolve. Okay? So, this is why very often when people come here, you know, I get requests for initiation all the time. Many people get turned away all the time. I think I turn more people away than I've ever initiated. Okay? I've been doing this since 1989. Okay? And one day, me and my brother were sitting and we took account of how many initiates I had. And it's less than 60 people. So we're talking about 2 people per year in 30 years. I know people who have only been initiated, they've only been doing this for 3 years, and they have 200 initiates or 100 initiates in 2 or 3 years. This is why the community is going through the messed up situation it is. Because you can't tell me that in 2 to 3 years, You were able to properly prepare, train, show these people the way before you went and made them Hungans, Mambos, Bokos, and whatever else. It's a process. Okay. And knowing from my own experience, many people, when they come to me and they realize they have to undergo the process, they don't want to do that. They want the initiation. So they go somewhere else and they go and run and get initiated. And then they're fucked up in the game. And sometimes they come back and we fix them, and sometimes they just stay fucked up in the game. It just is life. But a lot of people, a lot of good priests that I know who have 30, 40, 50 years under their belt, okay, have 100 or less initiates. That tells you something. And I know a lot of people with 2, 3, 5 years under their belt, and they already have 30 or 40 or 50. This is a big problem. Okay? It's a big problem. Okay? And someone says here, it's refreshing to hear some people just want to get folks money. I have no issue with taking it, knowing it'll make things worse. That's very true. That's very, very true. Me, personally, I don't care how much money you offer me for initiation. I had someone who offered me basically 5 figures, a good chunk of money for initiation. It doesn't matter to me. Do you know why? Because then you will be my headache for the rest of my life. You're my problem. No amount of money is worth my peace. Money come, money go. I'll make more money. I'll find money. I have loi. I'll put something in the altar, it'll get money. Okay, money come, money go. It's not worth, okay, a headache. Hi, goddess mother. It's not worth dealing with someone who doesn't want to walk through things properly. It's not worth my life. In my life, it's worth a lot. My time is worth a lot. There's no money you can pay me. None at all. That's going to make me initiate someone that is not ready, won't go through the process, won't go through the preparation, and is unwilling to take the steps, and is unwilling to follow direction. I don't care how much money you have. Keep it in your pocket, darling. Money, I'm from the hood. We get money. We figure it out. Okay? So I'm from the motherfucking hood, and I don't got no problem finding other ways to make money without having to deal with the headache. Because I have a very blessed life. For those of you who are new to watching me, one thing you'll notice about me is basically Papa's never really upset. He's never really angry. Papa's pretty much cool and chill, and pretty much a happy-go-lucky person. The reason why is because I have a very peaceful, happy, blessed life. Right? I have love, I have success, I have finance, I have everything I need. But more important than anything, I have peace. Peace of mind, peace in my heart, and peace in my body. And there's no amount of money that you can offer me to take that away from me. I'll sleep in the damn cemetery before I do it. Okay? Because it's just not necessary. I don't initiate people for money. I do magic for money. You need some brujeria, you're gonna pay. Trust. Because I'm a goddamn good brujo. Okay? Blessings, hugs, Azure. Okay? So I have no problem. But initiation, I don't care the money. If you ain't worth it, you ain't worth it. And it's nothing against you. It just is what it is. It just is what it is. So I'm going to let you guys go. I'm not going to hold you here all day and things like this. But I mentioned a little point here that I wanted to address here because I think it's very important for all people who serve the spirits to be able to have clarity and have clarity of dreaming. Dreaming is really important. Okay. It's one of the ways that the Loa communicate with you. I have certain other recipes that are online for helping you enhance your dreams. But I'm going to give you this one. Okay. And so what you do, right, is you take a coconut and you split it open in the name of St. Clair, asking St. Clair to opening you up to dreaming. Split that coconut open. When you split it open, get rid of the water. You're going to get some rice water. That means you have to wash the rice. If you don't know, you're supposed to wash rice before you cook it. Take the rice, wash it out. It's going to, and save that rinse water. You're going to put a little bit of rinse water in each little shell bowl that you have there. You're going to put 3 drops of ammonia. Ammonia. You get that in any pharmacy. Any pharmacy you find ammonia. 3 drops of ammonia in each shell. Okay? You're going to drop a little bit of holy water or clear water in each shell. A little bit of white sugar in each one. And you're going to put that underneath your bed. And every night before you go to bed, you're going to take those shells, you're going to pull them out, and you're going to talk to them. Tell me, let me have clarity of my dreams, let me dream clear, let me open up my faculties, and you're going to put them back under your bed. You're going to leave that there for 7 days. Okay? After the 7th day, you're going to take the liquid that's in it, you're going to toss that outside into the ground. Right? Then you're going to take the coconut, the 2 pieces, you're going to go ahead and you're going to put a piece of cotton inside of them. You're going to close them up. You're going to wrap it with white thread, and then you're going to wrap it with rolled cotton. You're going to get cotton in a roll, and you're going to wrap it up. You're going to hide that underneath your bed. When you need to reactivate it, message me, send me a DM or something, and I'll show you how to reactivate it. Okay? So I hope that that has helped you. And I hope that this live has informed you, brought through some wisdom, enlivened you, and has given you many blessings. As always, like, follow, share, comment. And if you like the lives, feel free to donate, as many people have. Cash symbol, Cash App, Hector Salva, help@mysticalwork.com via PayPal. Okay? And many blessings. You're most welcome, Zelma and Alex and all of you guys. I appreciate you guys for sharing your time with me. I appreciate you guys for sharing, caring, and daring and being yourselves. Many blessings to all of you. If you have a topic that you would like me to cover, feel free to comment on this or on the post over in our group. Many blessings today and always. Have a great Sunday and a great week coming in. Keep the faith.